Alrighty. It's a bit chilly today.
Hey, we're in. Hello everyone, how are you going? Happy Monday. Hope you're enjoying this cold weather as things ease up a bit. How are you this morning, Gary?
Pretty well. Pretty chilly.
Bit chilly? Yeah, well, that's good. I hope you're all chilly because I've just made a quick little Cali pump class. Something I like to do like this when I'm feeling a bit cold and I just want to do a very simple warm up. So we're just going to be doing mostly upper body, a bit of core, very simple movements. We won't be using much equipment, but it'd be good if you can have either some rings or some parallel bars like this. Little box or chair about yay big, and some, these are my fake yoga blocks or books or little platforms, whatever you got, or boxes, just to give us some height. So yeah, let's get into it. That's about all we'll need. So very simple class today. Will be a bit of fun. So we're just going to start warming up our shoulders and our arms by going around nice big circles. Just really feeling the movement in your scapula and in your arms and your back. Kind of warming up our body as well. And going back the other way. Okay, I'm back one more time. All right, and forward. All right. So first little warm up, we're just going to do 10 push-ups off your little platform like this. We're going to keep our elbows in as much as possible. We're going to be really working these triceps today a lot. So we're going to come in and out like this. So we're going to go for 10 reps, keeping your body nice and stiff. 4, 5, and 6, 7, nice and slow like this. 8, 9, and 10. So just 10 of those. And then we're going to come to our rings or our bar about yay high. And we're just going to do 10 straight rows, keeping our back nice and strong. And just pulling straight from the arms all the way up for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Coming up, we're going to do 10 squats, keeping your feet nice shoulder width. Just make sure you're pushing those knees out, coming down to at least parallel. 1, 2, nice and slow, just as we're warming up that body. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Shake out. So we're going to come to our back and we're just going to do some crunches. So basically, going to lie on our back, going to grab a spot on the roof with your eyes and just focus on it. And what you're going to do is you're going to look straight up towards that position and don't lose your sight line. So we're not crunching in like this, Just looking straight up and coming up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? So that's the 4 exercises. 10 push-ups, 10 rows, 10 squats, and 10 crunches. Okay, so let's do it for three rounds. Go straight back into the second round. For 1. Elbows in on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight into the rows. If you want to move at your own pace, that's fine. I just want to keep moving this whole period of the warm-up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming up, straight into the squats. Go a little bit deeper this time if you like. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Losing my mic. All right. Crunches. Remember, as I said, if you just look straight up, you're going to get much more in that top part of your six pack. Makes it a much more active exercise as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it's more of a peeling up towards the ceiling, less than a crunching in, which can usually be bad for your neck. Some people don't like it. All right, last one. Let's do it. 10 push-ups, keeping those elbows nice and tight in towards the body. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should start to feel nice and warm in that upper body. Straight into those rows. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, squats. See if you can really go nice and deep now. Stay controlled and slow. That's it. 1. Should feel like a little bit of a stretch towards bottom. 3, 4. Make sure you're pushing those knees out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight in these crunches. Let's go. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there you go. Have a little break before we do the next section, in which we'll need either a bar like this or some rings. And ideally, something that you can grab onto behind your head. A couch can work perfectly, or even just a pole. I'll show you how those work. I'll have a minute, and we'll get into the next round. Hey, we're back. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be using these rings here because we're going to be doing some wide rows. If you don't have that and you've got a bar, that's perfect. Ideally, you want the bar so you can grab it just a little bit wider, like this. We'll get much more of a bicep action going on there. You can do them with the rings, which I might do just for, so you hold them a bit wider and just pull straight in, like this. Okay, and we're going to be doing skull crushers. So to do them with the rings, you're going to come forward a little bit and basically just using your triceps, push yourself straight up, keeping your body nice and straight. So you want to really be active with your core here. If you sink, you're going to find it a lot harder to push yourself up. So really engage that core, and then just through the triceps here, bring the rings just past your head. So that's the first one. First exercise is going to be these skull crushers, and then we're going to come to the floor here and do some wide push-ups. So I've got some boxes here, yoga mat, yoga blocks, or stools like me. You want to just keep your hands nice and wide, and the goal is to be able to push from the center. So if you can't come all the way up, just coming down is fine, and then coming to your knees, and just repeating that, nice and controlled and slow, until you can build the strength to come back up. And you're going to come back to the rings, and we're going to do those wide pulls, those wide rows, just as I was saying before, just like this. So keeping the rings in one spot, and you're moving your body through the center line. So you're really just keeping your arms as wide as you can and pulling straight through like this. And then the last exercise we're going to be using, something that you can grab above your head to do some dragon flags. So if you've got a couch, that can be perfect. You can just lie in front of it and grab it at the bottom of the couch just above your head. I'm going to be using this little part here, and then maybe for a set, I'll be using this pole, just holding it above my head just to show something different. But basically, we're going to put the timer on for 15 minutes, and we're going to jump through all of these exercises for as many reps as you can possibly do. So we've got all the exercises written here if you get lost, and we're just going to move through for as many as you can until you can't, and then go on to the next exercise. Take as many breaths as you need. We've got 15 minutes. We're just going to get our pump on. What do you reckon?
Are you ready?
We're
I
ready.
think we're ready.
So the first one, skull crushes.
All
We're
right.
going to start the time.
3, 2, 1.
All right. So you just want to be nice and controlled throughout this whole time, 15 minutes. I'm just really feeling it. We don't want to go to failure either. So you're not pushing yourself super hard. So we just kind of keep going until you can feel yourself just, you know, maybe a few reps from failing. 3 or 5 reps or something from failing. Because otherwise, by the time you get back to this exercise, you're just going to be wrecked. So move forward move through each exercise as fast as you wish. Really listen to your own body. All right, that'll probably do it for me here on skull crushers. So straight through to wide push-ups. Nice and controlled. You can see I'm trying to take some time, make sure each rep is quality. As soon as you feel the quality start to go, that's when you should probably move on to the next exercise. All right, wide rows. Just feel a bit of a stretch in your shoulders in this one. All right, that's about it for me. Dragon flag. So here, basically, the kind of dragon flag I'm just going to be doing for now. Very simple. Make sure I've got the bar nice and firmly behind my head. Tuck in my body. Just lessen the tuck a little bit. Straighten on my back. And come all the way down. And that's 1 rep. If you find these too difficult to do reps of, just do a couple and then move on to the first exercise again. For me, I might do 5 of these, 3 to 5. You can always make it more difficult by increasing the lever. Or easier by shortening the lever, but tucking in more. And just really want to make this negative the whole exercise. As controlled as you can. So I might do one last one. Just like so. And after you finish the full round, just give yourself a little bit of a shake out. Get your breath back. And then straight back into it. How long we got left? 11 minutes. Hell yeah.
Keep them in the spirit.
Yeah, so these are going to be really tough on your triceps. And you can just make it easier by stepping forward, making that lever not so aggressive.
And doing your best to keep your elbows tucked.
Yeah, so you want to keep see how my elbows are kind of always facing forward. And I'm just pushing my hands straight down. So I'm really pointing these forward, and I'm just kind of pushing these like this. My elbows almost don't even move. It's just really my hands pushing the gravity away. All right, wide push-ups. This can be quite a difficult exercise for those who need to still build more chest strength. And the good thing about having a little bit of depth here is you can really work on that chest strength quite a lot with that full range of motion movement here. But it is quite challenging, and so you might need to work up to it. But you can just do that. You can even do it off your knees, so. We're just getting a pump on, so if anything becomes too difficult to complete properly, just regress the exercise, like so. You can even do it off a height. All right, onto the wide rows. Yeah, so the same with this. I feel my elbows are in sort of the same position, and I'm just rotating around them, really pulling my body, my torso through the rings. All right, just to show something different, I'm going to use this bar here to do some dragon flags. Okay. Gonna grab the pole behind your head. Okay. That's for one. Reusing your couch is more than adequate if it's a heavy enough couch. No throwing the furniture around. I'm sure Mum wouldn't be happy. Two. Last one. Oh, what are you doing? Oh. All right. Three. Shake off between each little set. Get your breath back. All right, straight back in. Okay, should be feeling nice and warm. Maybe even struggling a little bit. All right, I'm really just pumping through each exercise now. All right, rows. How's everyone doing? Good morning, good morning. Over halfway now. Gary's got himself a coffee, his bed. A little tea.
Tea. I don't like coffee.
Healthy. You don't like coffee? All right. Back onto this dragon flag. Now this is probably the most difficult exercise in this quadruple. So, you know, even if you just manage to get 1 or 2 reps out, that's pretty good. Especially if you have been doing as many reps as you can on the other exercises. So, just use your common sense. And you can always regress just by tucking in a little bit more to a ball, like so. But it's good to push yourself as well. See how straight you can go out. The more you can hesitate towards you hit the ground, the more difficult and the more gains, which is what it's all about. All right, taking another little breath. Less than 5 minutes to go. All right, back into these guys. So good to be aware as you get to the end of this time, like you're going to be more fatigued. It's going to take more focus to make sure that you do every exercise properly and you don't, possibly hurt yourself or whatever. Just really take your time. All right. Well, these wide push-ups are really getting a little bit tricky for me. It's okay. All right. One of the rows. Only 3 minutes. Try and keep moving if possible. All right. Dragon flag. Maybe tempted to take a rest here while you're lying down. Fight the urge, if possible. We've only got a couple minutes left.
Quick breather, just a quick 2-hour nap.
One. All right. Feels like the final stretch. Make sure you breathe some. All right. Still managing about 10 on those skull crushers, so that's pretty good.
$36.
30 seconds, go. All right. Probably got another set of wide rows in me. Nice work, everyone. That's time. So we're going to take a 3-minute break. Just get our breath back from that little strength session. So enjoy your 3 minutes. Get your breath back. I'm going to have some water. See you when we get back. Everyone, we're back. Hope you had a nice, good little rest. Get your juju back, your mojo, or what not. So for this last little bit, we're going to do a little conditioning section. So you're going to need your little blocks again. Okay? You need your little blocks, and also your rings, same height, about height. Okay? And then we're going to be using the mat, and that's about it. Very simple. We're going to put the timer on for 15 minutes again. Okay, so basically what we're going to be doing is sort of a max-ish to 10-second hold of each of these exercises. So the first thing with the L sit, you're going to be wanting to use either these blocks, if you can, just so that you can hold a little N sit like this. If this is too difficult for you, you can always use a higher set of bars. You could possibly use the rings as well, as make sure that you just keep your arms in parallel bars are perfect for this sort of thing. But if you feel like you can do that pretty easy, really try to make the exercise a little bit more difficult by coming to the floor, coming close to the floor here. So you're just going to want to hold this. We're going to do 3 holds for about a max amount of time. Let's just say 10 seconds of each. So, and you're just going to use your own common sense to count for yourself. Okay, so you're going to hold it. Little max hold. You don't want to be doing it until you collapse though. Just do it like this. Take a few little deep breaths and then try again. And do that 3 times. And then the last time. So it should be really hard. And that's the goal, just to do 3 really short but very difficult holds. Okay? Okay, so the second one we're going to do is going to be a little bridge. So you could start off with a glute bridge, just to see how you're feeling. Lying on your back, putting your hands on your chest like so, or to your side. And you're going to be raising your hips up towards the roof. And really engage your glute here. Squeeze your butt. We're going to hold here for a similar amount of time, about 10 seconds. Give or take, calm down, take a little breath. If that was too easy for you, then we can always try a different progression. Maybe one like so, put your hands behind your back. Really raise your hips up towards the sky. Squeeze your glute. And then coming back down. And if that was too easy again, bringing your feet in towards your body. We're just coming up for tabletop bridge. We're keeping that as flat as possible. Holding, holding. And coming back down. Okay. Oh yeah, I skipped one, but that's it.
You did skip one.
Okay, so
I was a bit confused.
after the bridge, you're gonna do a little hollow body hold. So on your back again, tilting your pelvis in towards your body. I'm gonna be raising up, keeping your lower body nice and flat to the back. I'm gonna hold this as hard as you can, so as straight as you can. You should feel yourself about to start shaking, and you hold that for about the same amount of time, and then coming down. Take a little breath. We're going to do the same thing again. Nice and straight. Coming down until you start to shake and struggle. And down. Rest. Take a breath. Okay. Again. Hold the body. Increase that lever until it gets really hard. And down. Little breath. Okay, and the last one is a little ring support. So make sure that when you're doing this, you're really keeping nice and tight. You can use the little box if you need some support other than, but basically just keeping your hands in towards your body as strong as you can. Supporting yourself up here. The wider you go, the harder it is to keep yourself in the supported position. So it's really important you keep really strong with your hands. And the same thing again, we're just testing. We'll do about 3 reps for about 5 to 10 seconds. Until it starts getting difficult. Come down. Take a little breath. And do it again. All right, come down, shake yourself off. All right, we've got about 5 minutes or so. Just keep going through these 3 exercises. If you feel like 3 reps of each is too much, you can do 2 or just the 1 and smash through them. But it's important to do it to a level where you feel like you're pushing yourself. It's easy to go easy on yourself with some of these really hard exercises. But I tell you, if you push yourself through the hard exercises, they become easy very quick. It's easy to become demotivated when you try some of these exercises and you see how difficult they are. Yeah. But, you know, that's kind of the nice thing about this sort of exercise, finding out what you find really hard, and then just adding it to your program if you like it, and then seeing yourself become better at it.
You just turn it into a goal, like, oh, this is difficult, so I want to do this. Exactly,
and a lot of these exercises that we're doing now, they have lots of purpose, and you know, they can really easily be bridged into harder, cooler exercises. So, for example, you know, even just this L-sit has the potential to turn into stuff like planche or mana, just from that sheer pushing strength. Lots of compression, core strength going on there as well. It's all very good stuff that translates to a lot of different calisthenics movements. All right, bridge, super important exercises to add into your repertoire as well. So you can just do the glute bridge as we were doing before, or, you know, if we can work up towards full bridge with those exercises, I was just showing those regressions, those progressions. If we can move into this exercise, this is a really good place to be. Very good for developing a healthy spine. And developing a really good, strong mobility in your back there. Just doing 3 reps of what I feel is a good amount of time for me, okay? And what that might be for you, it might be completely different. And that's all just about listening to your body. Okay, so you might need more rest between each exercise, which is cool too, which is why we've got all the exercises written up here, so you can look. Okay, hollow body next. Oh. So yeah, with this version of the hollow body, we're just doing a much shorter amount of time, but really pushing as hard as we can. So I put my hands over my head like so, make sure my lower back is connected to the floor, coming down. This one. You can see this is a good way to cool down from those dragon flags we were doing earlier as well. Similar sort of movement, but just a regressed. Last one. So yeah, this conditioning section that I put together is also a good cool down for what workout we just did before. Got a lot of the similar muscles that we were using, just some of the exercises are a bit more mobility centered, so it's good for a cool down. This one. So this I'm really I'm placing my palms forward and pushing my hips into those rings. And it keeps my hands really in center. Like so. I'm really trying to push my shoulders down as well, so I can keep as long as possible. It's tough. All right, finished a couple of rounds. Might start to cool down now, just from these. Do you think people have rings at their house? Well, rings are a super accessible piece of equipment. If you don't have rings, like I said, you can use 2 tables to be doing supports, for example, just like this. Or you can even use these to do rows if you come out underneath it. But rings, you know, you can get a cheap pair of plastic ones online for, you know, 20 bucks. And they can be hoisted up onto anything. So, you know, I have rings at my house, but not everyone's got rings, but they're actually super accessible. Great piece of equipment to take with you wherever you go. So yeah, should get some rings, man. Get those gains. And we're gonna have a little cool down. I'm just gonna have a little twist, because I've been doing lots of forward and backwards movements, and I just wanna kind of cool down the sides of my body. So I'll do this twist that I love. Okay, just gonna, so what we do is I'm gonna lie with my feet forward. Scoot back for the camera a little bit. Okay, you're gonna put your right foot over your left knee like this. Raise your left hand up into the sky. Breathe into your left side. And put your left elbow over your right knee. And look behind you, keeping your spine nice and straight. I can feel my back's had a bit of a workout, so just want to breathe into that. Have a nice little stretch. That's it. And twist the other way. Left foot over right knee. Hold your right hand up. Take a breathe in. A little twist. Looking behind you. Take a nice deep breath. Keeping your spine as straight as you can. Just looking behind you, really using that exhalation to get more and more movement. So do a couple more, one on each side. Nice deep breaths. Last one on the other side. Come back, and there you go, there you have it. Very simple little Cali pump. Big on the triceps and on the biceps, and a bit of core action there too. Super simple. Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know if you struggled. There were some exercises that were pretty tough there, but I thought I'd challenge some of you. So I hope you had a good time. And namaste. Wow. Have a great week.
So to recap on that last one, yeah, that's just another 15-minute sort of max rep type of things.
Yeah, so with this one, just take it as it comes. I think 3 reps of the whole set is a good amount. But you know, these exercises are tough, and if you start fatiguing yourself, you just can't complete any more of that exercise. So for example, those L sits especially, and those supports, you'll just know when you can't do them anymore. So just do them for about a 10-second rep range is really good. If you can regress those exercises as possible, then do so. But really, your body will tell you when you start to get fatigued. And you know, if you just gave it a really red hot go with those exercises, you'll know, you'll feel it. And that's all you need. That's what I did. Just push myself for about 10 seconds, as hard as I can, on some of these conditioning exercises, especially that L-sit and bridges as well. Yeah, so bridges, the L-sits and the hollow bodies that we were doing, really good to just really push yourself until you can't work anymore. Especially because there's no load. If you can't do it, you just sit back down on the ground. The supports are a little bit harder because you actually have to hold yourself up off the ground, and so it can be a little bit more like finicky when you start to tax and start to shake, and can be a bit too. So just keep safe. But yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, the gyms are returning back, or the small ones are returning back soon. We will have a slight break in the stream from Wednesday. Wednesday will be sort of our last stream, and then we'll have a little bit of a break while we bring back the physical gym, and then we'll announce when we're coming back, whatever time that may be.
Looking
Probably
forward
around
to
the same
seeing you
time.
all again.
Right, thanks everyone. Have a great day. Hopefully it's like warmed up a little bit. I doubt it, but maybe a little bit. And catch you next time.